YouTube, how's it going, fellow leaf lovers? Anyway, got my to-go case by 68 degrees that they sent in. Not a bad case. Actually, pretty nice. Got my to-go lighter in here. Got a cigar holder, like a little thing you can set up and put your cigar on. Cutter, nubber poker, glue, and of course, we got some cigars in there. What do we got in here? We got a Gus One Bear. We have a Palencia Cialo. We have an Inch. We have a JT10. And the one we're going to smoke is the Crown Heads Blood Medicine Positive B, or B positive. That's what we're going to smoke right now. These are nice cases, though. You can get them on the old Amazon. Link will be down in the description. Got a pocket on the outside, too. Not a bad case. Anyway, let's get to our cigar. Uh, this is the Blood Medicine B positive 6x52. Gotta get the Instagram photo. Gorgeous looking cigar. Smells good. Nice band. Have you guys tried this one yet? The other Blood Medicine was alright. It's not the greatest Crown Heads, but it was good. It was good. I enjoyed it. Good draw. We just stopped and had lunch on our way back from Manteca. We're about done again. Probably about halfway point. It'll be a 700-mile trip, round trip today by the time we get back to the yard. And that's all within the legal time. Oh, of course, there's a little spice at the beginning, like peppery. But there's like a cookie note right off the beginning. Not sweet, just kind of like that brown cookie flavor. Mixed between white and black pepper on the retro. Touch of spice on the tongue, but it's got that dark, bready cookie flavor. Some cedar or dark wood. Kind of a bitterness. Hopefully, it doesn't get any more bitter. Sometimes I get the dark wood flavor mixed up with the leathery. They're kind of close to me, so it could be either or. But that's just at startup, so it's going to change. They all do. External use only. Unless your name's Monica. Randy. And I know she probably don't watch these, but a little shout out to our friend. She's a helicopter paramedic, and at 7 p.m. last night, their helicopter went down in Sacramento. They left Redding, they dropped off a patient in Red Bluff, and then they were on their way to UC Davis to pick up a patient, and something happened, malfunction, mechanical malfunction is what we think happened with the helicopter, and it crashed on Highway 50. So those of you around the Sacramento area know where Highway 50 is. 7 p.m. It's pretty busy. Luckily, they didn't crash into any cars. Everybody's survived so far. Um, as we know, she was, from what we're hearing, um, was trapped underneath the helicopter, and the rescue engine didn't have any lifting apparatuses, like the bags or whatever. So them and a bunch of civilians helped lift the helicopter up to get her. So that's good. So anyway, we hope she's okay. She's been a good friend to my wife for a long time, and it's a risky job, but she loved it, being a paramedic on the helicopter. But like I said, so far everybody survived. Uh, they're pretty hurt. They're in the hospitals. So anyway, just want to say a little thing to her. But back to our stogie. There is a sweetness coming out in the tobacco, like a natural sweetness. Just in that quick time that we've been sitting here talking. It's 11:40 a.m. for me, which for some people would be a little early to be smoking this cigar, but I've been going since 7. I mean, I don't know what time I started. Anyway, let's just say it's close to evening time for me technically. Anyway, we're gonna get back on the road. We stopped for lunch and to start up this stogie. We are. I'm gonna go ahead and ash that before we get going. It still has the cookie taste to it. It still has that kind of a bitter. I hope the bitter, like I said at the beginning, don't get any worse or stronger, because it's the kind of bitter that I really don't care for in a cigar. It's a lot of bitter that a lot of you care for, so don't judge it just off of my end. Um, because there's a lot of cigars that I thought were bitter, and a lot of you commented and enjoyed it. So that's what's great about cigars. Like I've said, that you can have 5 people the same cigar and 5 different opinions. So that's what's awesome about a cigar, is everybody's taste buds are different. If it stays where it's at on the bitterness, I'll enjoy this cigar a lot. If it gets any worse or stronger, it'll be a hard one to choke down for me. But on that retro, you get that cookie sweetness. Mm. And like almost a milky, creamy finish at the very end of it. I wonder if my lunch is affecting it. I had eggs and chorizo burritos. That might be affecting my taste buds on this cigar right now. Anyway, let's hit the road. Jack, don't come back no more. No. Oh, maybe we'll stay for a second. Show you guys. Maybe we'll stay for a second. Show you guys what's getting ready to roll through. The Tesla semi truck. There's a few of those that run up and down the highway right here for Pepsi and Frito-Lay chips. Boy, is it ugly. You gonna see that? No. Oh, we'll catch it on the freeway. How about that? Here, let me put you guys forward. Let's go chase down an electric truck with our big old diesel. I don't know how well you guys seen that. They're a funky looking truck. The guy probably gets tired of being gawked at all the time, though, I'm sure. They sit right in the center of the truck, too. It's kind of weird. You're supposed to get 500 miles before you have to fully recharge them again. So they do local, basically. A couple of Frito-Lays and a couple of Pepsi ones that are out on the road right now. The bitterness has calmed down just in that little bit of time, so that makes me happy. But it went from bitter to kind of like almost like a citrus, like when you squeeze an orange peel or you bit into one to start it, that kind of citrus zest you get. Uh, that's kind of what I'm getting. So that might have been the beginning of the bitterness, was the beginning of that citrus. For me, the retro is nice, just enough pepper there to let you know it's there, but it's not overpowering. So if you don't like pepper, it's going to be perfect. It's way down. There is a nice creaminess to the finish. It still gets that cookie. Not the sweetness of the cookie, just the taste of the brown cookie without the sweetness. I don't know how to explain that kind of breadiness. Uh, Smoke feels nice. I'd say right now it's probably about a medium. I like you though. This is better. This one's better than the regular one, than just the regular blood medicine, in my opinion. This one's better. All right, well, we're going to keep cruising. Hammer down, northbound, come on. Yeah. At this point, I'm happy. I'm happy I got the box. Hopefully that wind's not too much for this mic. We'll find out, I guess. But I got you guys on the window again. There. Go for a ride. Whee! Like pushing you guys in the swing. I'm not bored. Trust me. I'm not bored on this drive. This is a boring drive. All right, no coming after me in the comments about what I just did with my seatbelt. I'm tired of it whacking me with the wind. I put the window up after I turn the camera off. I'll put it back. So what I'm talking to you guys is, yeah, there's definitely a zestiness to it. I'm glad it went from bitter to zesty because that's much better. Much better. Anyway, all right, we'll be back. We're at the band. Let me take that off here in a second. The flavor profile has stayed the same since I've talked to you guys. It hasn't really changed. Um, I'm listening to a lot of you guys' videos, fellow YouTubers. For example, Whittlebacks, Dan Man, Uriel, etc., etc. I've caught up on your guys' videos. Like Whittlebacks Humidor Tour. Man, that's a lot of cigars there, pal. A lot of beautiful sticks. Danny Man's unboxings. He's got some very rare opus that he's just unboxed lately that are unicorns for the average. And even for him, for Opus 10, those are even unicorns. Very hard to get, and he got some of them. So I'm super excited for him. Just the excitement in his voice when he opens these boxes of those is just addicting. Whittlebacks, he's been showing a 2 or 3 part on his Humidor tour, where he went through all the singles. Lots of beautiful cigars. And Uriel's been smoking some beautiful cigars also. And Whittlebacks, congratulations for busting 500. Uriel, congratulations for busting 700. And Tanya Man, he is almost, I think he's like 60 or so, 60 something from 1,000. So his giveaways are still going. So you guys go in there and signed up on his giveaways. You got to follow the instructions, otherwise you won't get into the drawings. You got to go on the 600, 700, 800, 900, and 1,000. Anyway, just want to say that I haven't been able to comment, but I caught up on your guys' videos. So I did a thumbs up at least, and you got the view off of me. When I get a chance, I'll go back through and do some comments. It's not very easy to do while you're driving. So I play them in the background, like more like a podcast than it is watching. I don't want to say that I watch YouTube while I'm driving. But I've caught up on a couple of cigars unbanded. If you guys haven't heard of them, check them out. Caught up on some of the cigar dailies that they do every Monday. You know, on these long drives, you get time to catch up on things that you weren't able to. You're busy. I mean, it's still busy, but on these longer drives, it's easier to catch up like that. Anyway, all right, that was my check-in. Took the man up. Here's our naked cigar. So we'll be back. Alright, where we're at. The citrus is still there. It's got much stronger to where it's almost bitter again. But I kind of expected to do that towards the end. I don't see it changing much more, so I'm probably just going to end the video here. But also, check out the Random Ash. Your boy, Ape Herb South, is one of the three on the panel. And I watched a couple of theirs that they've done so far. It's a new deal. And it's pretty funny. Anyway, that was called the Random Ash. If you like Ape Herb, he's in that. So. Anyway, this was a good cigar. Definitely better, in my opinion, than the regular Blood Medicine. It's just different. I'd have to smoke one of those and one of these to really know, because it's been a while since I've had the other one. I didn't really like the bitterness in this, but the rest of the cigar, I really enjoyed. But that bitterness is almost too much for me. When it went to like the citrus, zesty citrus, it was fine, but it's kind of that really strong with a slight bitterness now. So anyway, I don't see that much change much more for what I'm going to smoke out of it anyway. So as always, thanks for tuning in. Always try your sticks, and always keep it smoky, my friends.